Everyone. We had a few technical difficulties. Welcome to not Sheila Speaks, that's my podcast. Welcome to my first live Coaches and Coffee with Sheila James. Good morning. I am Sheila James. I'm an empowerment coach, a consultant. We do media projects here at St. James Media. And today we are launching Coaches and Coffee with Sheila, a show that's designed to empower you in your life, to create goals, to take actions, to move life forward, to learn something new. If you're stuck, get unstuck. If you're moving, keep moving in the direction you're going. And I am just so very thrilled and excited to be here with you this Monday morning. I also want to acknowledge that today we honor a king, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I want to say Happy King Day. I want to briefly share that I had the privilege and honor of meeting him as a kid. He was a very personal friend to my father and my mother, who my dad went to Morehouse College with him. And so he's someone who is especially special to our family, the James family. And it's a sacred privilege to pause and acknowledge his greatness today throughout the world for his contribution and gifts to humanity. So let's acknowledge Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And then from there, we want to create a really, really special conversation with you. And that conversation is creating, by the way, Nikki, I just lost it. I can't find it. Is creating a great life, creating a great year. This is 2021. And last year, 2020, was especially challenging for us. It was just a booger, right? So we want to first have the opportunity to say goodbye to 2020. And I mean, really say goodbye to 2020. There were a lot of things that worked. There were a lot of things that did not work. We all had regrets. We all had resentments. We all had accomplishments. We had many accomplishments last year, but we really and truly want to say goodbye to 2020. And some of you have already done that work and some of you have not, but I want to give you that opportunity. By the way, if you go to our website, www.sheilajames.com, under under media and podcast, there's stjamesmedia.com. Under media and podcast, there is actually a PDF file that goes along with this conversation I'm about to have with you today. So this is just really, really exciting. It'll be about 15 minutes of power, power, power. So I want you to go on this journey with me, and I'm inviting you to go on this journey with me in creating the best year ever. So, what if your life was suddenly changed? How would you feel if your destiny was one day exchanged? Could life be more than it seems? What if you could become something more on the way to your dreams? Can you undo the things you've done? Just how and when is a new life begun? Are such transformations true? What if you woke and everything was new? What would you do or say? What if your moment of transformation happened today? So again, we are starting 2021 powerfully. I know we're 18 days in, but some of you only have a few resolutions. And I'm saying, let's get for real. Let's get serious. Let's list our accomplishments of 2020. Let's list our failures from 2020. Regrets, resentments, disappointments, missed opportunities. Anything else you want to acknowledge and say goodbye to? Let's say fully and truly, goodbye 2020. Everything that worked and didn't work, we're done, we're finished, it's over. And you might want to create a statement of acknowledgement or completion and say goodbye to last year. So where does that bring us? It brings us now to, what are you up to this year? And I mean, what are you up to really? Have you really sat down and listed your top 5 goals of the year? See, it's time to do that. List your top 5 goals. You want to make sure your goal is specific, that you can measure whether you accomplished it or not. You may have things that you accomplish or milestones along the way in achieving your goals. See, human beings, you and I, we're all goal-centered organisms. We're teleological in that we are motivated by our purpose, by desired end states. Like there's something you start and something you end. We're engineered mentally to move progressively and successfully from one goal to the next. And we're never, as human beings, really happy unless and until we're moving toward the accomplishment of something that is important to us. That is Brian Tracy, success philosopher. So you want to look to see where you're headed. Just like going anywhere on a journey, it is so much easier to travel with a map. So let's chart that journey. You know, one day of planning is worth 5 days of action, and one day of prevention is worth 5 days of recovery. The more you plan and prevent, the more effective your plans become, and the less time you have to spend on recovering. So let's take time to really start to plan and create 2021. Now, if you're just started following me right now, this is Coaches and Coffee with Sheila. This will be a weekly show where I will have coaches and coffee. And yes, I do have my coffee this morning. Hold on. And I will have guests, coaches, experts, professionals in their field every Monday. And if you don't have them, you'll always have me. So we're looking, first of all, your top 5 goals for 2021. And you want to work on yourself like a work of art through your goal setting. What is that goal? What is the context in which you've created that goal? You know, one of mine is health and wellness. It's health and wellness and healing. And the context of it is to really live is longevity. I want to live a long life, as Dr. King says. Like anyone, I want to live a long life. Longevity has its place. And the first step to that is healthy. So there's weight I want to lose. There are other actions, exercising, starting. I don't care if you start walking 5 minutes a day. There are certain exercises. There are things I want to integrate into my diet and lifestyle and things I want to take out of my diet and lifestyle. So you want to get your goal clear, specific, measurable. I would look at my health. If you're an entrepreneur like myself, your business, you might have 1 or 2 goals. You might want to look at your family. You might have goals for your church or things you want to accomplish. But you want to look at every area, your entire environment, your entire life. And then, what are obstacles or barriers that stand in your way? Look, we're mostly at home now, so there could be obstacles and barriers, or it could be like, wow, this is the perfect opportunity. This is the right time for me to take these actions on or take this goal on. What additional knowledge, information, or resources will the accomplishment of this goal require? So you want to think through, what will you need? You know, what do you need to do? Who are my resources here? You know, who do I already know, or who knows who I need to already know? And then what actions do you need to take, and when are you going to take them? By the way, again, you can go to my website, www.stjamesmedia.com, go under media, go under creating the best year ever. That podcast, which was podcast number 27, I think, was it?
On December 21st.
On December 21st, it was the episode number 27, and there's a PDF file that will support you with this conversation today. And then your yearly calendar of accomplishment for each month. You want to list the milestones, where you want to be in regard to the accomplishment of the goal. Imagine that you are the CEO of your life, Chief Executive Officer of your life. And the truth is, you are the Chief Executive Officer of your life. So now you want to chart where you want to be. And at the end of each month, you want to have like a check and balances of your progress. You may want to alter your plan. You might even want to shift your goal, but you want to check in versus giving up or quitting or getting stuck. You want to look in and see, where are you in January, February, March? That's called the first quarter of the year. That's your quarterly review. You can look at what's working, what's not working, or any other observations you want to make on your life. See, listen, you guys, and I really want you to listen to me about this. We're geniuses and experts about everyone else's life except our own. You know, if you're like me, you have a news app on your phone, and every day the news is mostly mundane. Like, I really don't care that somebody was walking on the beach. When is Sheila going to walk on the beach? I really don't care about someone else's vacation in the Barts or the Cayman or the this. I want to do it myself. So you get what I'm saying, you guys? Start focusing on you, your environment, your community, your church, what you care about, and what you want to begin to take action on. So do that quarterly review. And then in April, May, and June, you want to do another one. And you want to see, gosh, what adjustments do I need to make? Do I need some support here? This isn't working. You know, my business is beginning to grow, it's beginning to move. And I said, wow, I need to hire somebody else. I have one person, now I need to hire someone else. And how am I going to hire someone else? And then the next day, somebody I know who's highly capable posted on Facebook, hey, I'm looking for work, blah, blah, blah. Well, needless to say, I grabbed her. She's here this morning. She's now my main support person for Coaches and Coffee with Sheila. And that is really, really true. And that is part of my goals, part of my commitment for this year. You see, success is a process, not a goal. It is a way of living, a way of being, and a conscious choice in which you choose to live. Great, powerful, and successful people take daily actions toward their goals. Everything counts. You see, everything counts and everything matters. And here's a quote from Anthony Robbins. I challenge you to make your life a masterpiece. I challenge you to join the ranks of those people who live what they teach, who walk their talk. Live with passion. Anthony Robbins. All right, so now you're winding up to the next quarterly review, July, August, and September. So you have 90 more days now before the year will be over. Time to get straight with yourself in an empowering manner. Keep believing in yourself and having faith in your life. Surround yourself with people who expect more from you than you expect from yourself. I know that's one of my practices. And in the final quarter of the year, I know we're not there yet, but this is giving you an overall overview on what it's going to take for you to really create the best year ever. October, November, and December. So by the end of the year, you want to really look to see what you created for yourself. So you want your actions to speak so loudly that no one can ever hear a word you're saying. They're going to look at you and say, wow, look at Gloria, look at Cheryl, look at Rosalind. Those happen to be my sisters and my niece. Look at Keith. That is my homeboy. Look at Nikki. Look at Sarah. Let's see what you created for yourself this year. And you want to stand right now, like today, as if everything that you were out to accomplish was fulfilled and done. Oh, I forgot my other sister, Alicia. Hello there, Alicia. You better be listening. So you want to say by the end of the year, I, Sheila James, in the year 2021, live day, and you want to describe the life you lived this year. Here's what I created for myself. My family and friends were. The world now knows me as. So this is standing in December 31st, 2021, as if all your goals were accomplished or you accomplished enough of a significant amount of what got created, that you're someone new. So here's what I accomplished. Here's where I vacationed and had adventures. You also want to resolve any issues of integrity in certain areas. So you became so freed up. It might be that you go to work on your credit repair or finishing a book or cleaning up your home, purging your environment, having your garage cleaned out, sending things to Goodwill, getting your cars repaired, keeping your car clean, like really living a highly integritous life. Tithing 10% or more to your church, really giving to your favorite charity, supporting other people in your community and environment, getting freed up such that you can be available to be the true gift that you are to the world, the true gift that you are to humanity. You get your financing and your investments in place. I am happy, fulfilled, and satisfied and blessed because. And you fill in the blank. You can do this today. I'm serious. Go get the PDF file off my website. This was truly my best year ever. And you say that last statement. So in closing, a great transformation in a single individual can alter the destiny of the human race. What would your life be like if if you're listening to me today, if you, I'm talking directly to you, were to do the impossible? I'm going to say that again. A great transformation in a single individual can alter the destiny of the human race. What would your life be like if you were to do the impossible? That's a lesson from the Inverse Paranoid, taken from the Sun Food Success Diet System book by David Wolfe. So, in closing, we'll have a word for the week, and I want to leave you with this on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. One of his quotes: everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make the subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. And that brings us to our word for the week: grace, a virtue coming from God, who people really are. God's unmerited love, the quality of state of being considerate or thoughtful. There's a lot happening this week. I ask that you have grace. I ask that you be great. Until next Monday, have a magical Monday. Have a great day and go to work on your life. This is the first conversation for Sheila. I'm sorry. Coffee I'm sorry. Coaches and Coffee with Sheila. I got a little move myself here. Coaches and Coffee with Sheila. I'll see you next week. Bye bye. All right, how do I end this thing? We're still live and we're saying goodbye.
Here.
Bye.